Good morning, Queens. Good morning. Let's get
Good
this together.
morning.
All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, Queens. Welcome to Queens in the Morning. Where we bring you real talk, real women, and real topics. I'm your host, Stephanie Laker Girl Beard, and I am so excited today to welcome you back to another powerful and uplifting episode right here on the J Key Network. Today is a very special show because we are celebrating Black Music Month, a time to honor the music, the voices, the stories, the rhythm, the soul, and the legacy that has shaped generations. Black music is more than entertainment, it is our history, it is our healing, it is our joy, it is our testimony, and it is our source, it is our soundtrack of our lives. And today we are honored to have a very special guest joining us. Singer, songwriter, actor, R&B gentleman, and one of the voices that helped define a generation, Christopher Williams. But before we bring him in, let me introduce my co-host, the beautiful Queens. Joining me today is Queen Gwen Fox, CEO of Gwen Fox Talent Agency, a known singer, songwriter, and a woman who truly understands the power of music, performance, and legacy. Good morning, Gwen.
Good morning, Queen Stephanie and Queen Gina. I am so happy to be here. I missed last week, but I'm back today.
Yes.
And music it's a universal language. It's a universal language. I love it so much. I mean, it's the soul of who we are. When you're an artist, that's what it is. It's like one of the best things that you can do. So I'm so happy to be part of this special show with Christopher Williams as well. We're gonna learn some things today.
Yes, we are. We also have, of course, Queen Gina Butterfly, executive producer of the Simi Braxton Show with over 20 years of experience in real estate, along with her creative work as a fashion stylist and interior home designer. Good morning to you, Queen Gina.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm glad to be back, and it's going to be a wonderful show. And good morning to you, Queen Stephanie and Queen Gwen.
Good morning. And you guys, we have another queen, Elise Queen Murray. She's having some difficulties getting in here. Good morning to you, Gary Finney. Glad to see you here, Gwen. Gary, always on time. Elise Murray, we're waiting on her, you guys. We're going to get her in here. But in the meantime, let's go ahead. You know what? I forgot to do, Queens. I forgot to play our intro music. I'm so excited about getting Chris on here.
Right?
I'm so excited getting him on this show today. I forgot to play our intro. So I'm going to get our intro in right now. And during that time, hopefully we could get Queen Elise on here and get her situated on the show this morning and this afternoon over there. So let me go ahead and cue up our intro song, you guys, and we're going to wait for Queen Elise to get here. Let's see.
Good morning, world. The queens are here. Sunrise shining, a voice so strong. Women speaking truth all morning long. Stories, wisdom, hearts that go. Queens in the morning, running the show. Queens in the morning, feel that soul in the air. Strong women rising, that's something to share. Queens in the morning, let the whole world know. When the queens start talking, watch the power flow. You're listening to Queens in the morning.
All right, you guys, that's Queens in the Morning intro. We're going to get into it because it is Black History. It is Black Music Month, you guys, and we are celebrating Black Music Month while Queen Elise is taking care of her difficulties in getting on. We're going to jump into just talking about Black music history and what it means to us. June is the month that we celebrate, but I celebrate Black music all the time, you guys. I am a music lover from day one. I believe coming out of my mom's womb, I just love music from day one. Growing up in a household where you guys know every Saturday, Sunday, we cleaning up, and just mind you, it's 6 of us in our family. I'm the youngest out of 6. Music is being played constantly, just from morning till we are in our beds asleep. Queen Gwen, what does Black Music Month means to you? Your mic.
I feel like Black Music Month, it's our heritage. It's so many, way back in the day, slavery, when they made up those songs, they would sing those songs, so that it was like warning songs, like where if the master was about to do whatever it was, they had these songs. Now it came from the soul. It definitely came from the soul, because as God says, you just need to do an utterance, and that utterance could be a moan. It can be any of that. So Black Music Month means it's us. It's about us. We understand our music because we understand where it's coming from. And that's not to say that, other races,
Right.
don't, they feel that too, because that's how authentic and real it is. So it's everything.
Mhm.
For Black Music Month is everything for me,
Good afternoon to you, Evangelist T. Brown. Glad to see you here from Oklahoma City. Queen Gina, what does Black Music Month mean to you?
Well, Black History Month means to me, it's every month for me. It's very healing. It's a healing, just music, period. It's healing. It's medicine. It's just something, if you're feeling down, put on some music. If you're feeling angry, put on some music, something to calm you down, something to uplift you. It's just something that is just amazing year round, just to have in your life.
That's very true. It's really a time to honor the music, the voices, like you said, Gwen, the stories, the rhythm, the soul, the legacy that has shaped all generations.
That's
And
right.
Black music is more than entertainment. It is our history. It is our healing. It is our joy. It is our testimony. And it is really our soundtrack to our lives. And today we are going to honor that and have a very special time doing it. Hopefully we get Mr. Christopher Williams. So I know that he has, thank you guys.
Couldn't hear what you just said. It froze
Just
up. Say that
froze.
again.
Just froze.
Yeah, you know that what?
Oh, okay, so everybody having difficult. I don't know if it's just StreamYard don't want us to have a great show today. Where did that freeze up at? Where it said
You were talking about Christopher Williams, and then you said, I
okay,
know
talking
that
about Christopher.
you.
Yeah, Christopher. So he does know when to come in. But in the meantime, you guys, let me go ahead. I wanted to play. I can't play his music because he is here with us, so we shouldn't get any type of flags on the situation. I believe we got Mrs. Wow, there she goes. There's that queen right there.
Thank you.
Good
Paul.
morning to you. Good afternoon. Actually, over there on the East Coast, to you, Queen Elise Murray, you guys, known as the agent to the stars, representing and working with some of the biggest names in entertainment, including Cameo, Midnight Star, Eddie LeVert, Karen White, Club Nouveau, and our special guest today, Christopher Williams. Today, you guys, we are stepping into a conversation filled with music, memories, culture, purpose, and legacy. And we're going to talk about what Black music means to us and how R&B shaped our love, our storytelling, emotion, and how artists survive reinventing themselves and continue to inspire, and where we're going to get to know Christopher Williams beyond the songs, beyond the screen, and beyond the headlines. Today is about celebration, and today is about honor. Today is about giving flowers. So you guys grab your coffee, share this live, tag somebody who loves R&B, and join the conversation. Because this morning, we are celebrating Black music. Good morning to you, Queen Elise.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. God bless you. The devil is a liar, but I'm here and present in the land of the living. Devil is a liar. But it is so good to see you all right now. You have no idea. God bless each and every one of you. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. All right, Queen Elise, I'm going to hand it over to you. You invited our special guest to come on the show today. I'm excited. I am a fan of Christopher Williams from day one, from New Jack City days to current.
Yes.
So I'm totally excited about who we have on, and let's get to know him much better than what we think we know him.
Okay, so Christopher just sent a text, so I have to try to let him get in. But we all know he is the voice, he is the legend, he is the soul crooner and soul singer. Christopher is the R&B gentleman, the voice, the vision, and the legacy. I mean, this guy, not only is he a client, but he's a friend. Not only is he a friend, he's somebody I grew up with. We have over 4 or 5 decades of brother-sister relationship. So I'm excited that he would just say, come on, let's do this. He is the gentleman of all gentlemen out there, coming in from the 90s. He's been around now since 89 to the present. All right. And he is the R&B gentleman of soul.
Yes, he is.
I welcome the voice, the vision, the legacy, Christopher Williams. Stephanie, let's play one of his new singles.
Okay.
One of his singles while I try to bring him on into the room.
Okay, so when he comes in, I'll be able to bring him to the stage. I don't see him just yet, so I'll go ahead and play. Let's see, one of his joints. Let's see. I'm gonna play because I have his. It gave me limited music on here, which I'm pissed about. So I was only able to put his new music on here, of course. And then he does have a new album, a new single coming out, you guys. So we definitely want to support his music. He also have a lot of shows coming up. Let me just put up that right. He will be doing this weekend. Matter of fact, Club Nouveau is performing on the 20th, and he's performing on the 21st. So let's see, where is it at? Give me a moment. Let me bring that up here. The show that he will be on. Let's see. Okay, hold on, you guys. StreamYard is trying to be real funky today.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It's actually, it took.
Oh, we're going to get this going. He can't get on the link.
He can't get on the link either?
No. I just text his phone to you.
Okay, let's see. I don't know why this is happening here.
Yeah, it blocked me completely out, but we're here. We're going to get him.
Keep trying. We're going to get it.
Yeah, we're going to get him on. But in the meantime, I am going to play his song. But let me just do this. I don't know why my screen is acting weird right now, you guys. This is really weird. My screen is acting weird. Okay, there we go. Get that up there. Oh my gosh, StreamYard, why are you doing this to us today? So this is the event that will be happening. We talked about it last week with the promoter, Landon. So let's see. I need to refresh my page here. So let me play. I'm gonna go ahead and play his music. We could play it again. We could play it twice if we have to. But I'm gonna play his single. Good enough. That's his new. That's the single that he released in November of
That is correct.
2025. So we're going to play that right now. This is Christopher
Calling
Williams' new
us
single.
good enough.
Okay.
Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa. Why we always arguing? Everything to do an argument. Swear we started out so innocent, and now you're telling me that I ain't shit. Everything was just all good. I thought that you understood. What's between us is between us. What about trust? Is that too much to ask of you? You make it so hard to make up. When we fuss, I just walk away. Oh yeah, keep my guard up when it's tough, cause we're never on the same page. Already know what it is, I got my issues when I'm with you, girl. I know I come with baggage, that don't matter. I'm just trying to show you action, so I hope my best is good enough. I don't wanna lose your love. No, I ain't never giving up. Giving up on us, cause we could be crazy enough. And if push comes to shove, I hope that's good enough. We look so much better together. I thought we would be here forever. I spent all this time second guessing what we could have been, ain't no telling. Girl, ain't no question. My ride or die, you're my best friend. I can't have you out here stressing. So can we get past it? All this damage, hard to manage. Ooh, I hope my best is good enough. I don't wanna lose your love. No, I ain't never giving up. Giving up on us, cause we could be crazy enough. And if push comes to shove, I hope that's good enough. Oh, I hope my best is good enough. I don't wanna lose your love. No, I ain't never giving up. Giving up on us, cause we can be crazy in love. And if push comes to shove, I hope that's good enough. Good enough.
Hey, Gina, so good to see you. That song was the last single that just came out that made it all the way to top 10 on the charts, called Good Enough. Good Enough. He's been touring off of that single since November. Chris has performed over 30 something cities just off of that single.
I'm
Good
trying to
enough.
get this flyer to go down. For some reason, the StreamYard is not
No,
acting in
it's not.
what it's supposed to be
No.
doing, but that's okay. We're gonna get through it.
Right.
Let
You
me
saw the
get to.
text.
Hold on. Let's see.
2 links is blocking him out, he keeps stating.
Oh, 2 links. It's probably the it's like a firewall type situation where he has to. It depends on what type of phone is he using. That's key. Or computer. Is he using a computer or a phone?
I'm gonna go to mute and I'm gonna dial.
Yeah, because if he's using a phone, there are some things that he has to do sometimes to get it done, to get through. Yeah, StreamYard is horrible when it comes to that. All right, so we'll work through it.
I'd love to hear that song
Play other
again.
songs. Play
Nice.
I'm
enough.
gonna play another song, you guys. I'm gonna play the one that we
Play one.
all know and love.
Okay, yeah. I heard this one.
Wow, StreamYard is crazy. Okay, I'll send them the link right now. Go ahead, take it away, Elise.
I don't know if you sisters know that that song went number one. That song was the number one soundtrack to the movie New Jack City. Okay?
I know that. Yeah.
I know y'all know that. I still remember Akbar Kareem, right?
Oh yeah.
The smooth operator,
Oh
fine
yeah.
bank teller in New Jack City.
Yes.
Nino Brown's partner, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I've watched that movie so many times.
Right? Over and
like-
over and
It
over.
was like the greatest movie.
I'm
My
tell-
goodness.
I'm telling you. But this man has been a soulful singer. It plays in my mind over and over since 1989.
Mhm.
And he constantly keeps transitioning. Right?
Yeah.
When that song Dreaming came out, Gina, where were you? What was going on in your life?
89. Let's see. I was married.
He was
The
married.
wrong man. So,
The wrong man, wrong
to
guy.
the wrong person. Wasn't my person. But it was good times. I was being a housewife at that time.
There you go.
Aw.
There you go.
I was having my first child, my son, in 1989.
In 1980.
Yes, and that's one of my favorite movies. New Jack City is. I mean,
It is.
I watch it like Gwen says. It's on continue repeat. One of my
Right.
favorite movies with Alan Payne. You guys
Yeah.
remember Alan Payne, who played?
Payne.
I mean, of course, Wesley Snipes. He played his role to the T, of course,
Yes,
and
he did.
Christopher Williams was just eye candy all in there, you
Indeed.
guys. Oh my
Indeed.
gosh.
Yes, indeed. he
Brought
was.
all the beauty to that screen. But yeah, one of my favorite movies of all time, of course. Just hear it every time I hear Dreaming, even now with Dreaming. When you hear it, you want to get up and start dancing. Like
That's
you want to
right.
get up and start doing the dances we were doing it back in the day. It just brings all
Yeah.
that nostalgia
Yeah.
back to us,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, we have
Um,
to ask Gina. I mean, Gwen. I'm so sorry. What was happening? What was going on in your life when that song came out?
Queens, I was singing all over the place. I was touring with different people. I was singing on records. I was in the thick of my music during that time. It was like that's what I was doing. Um, doing that and dancing. I was because I love to dance. And this, you're right about this. When you hear this song, it makes you want to boogie. It makes you want to get up. I shouldn't
Yes.
say boogie because I guess people don't say that, but it makes you want to dance. You felt good, and it took and the way that he tells his stories, they're
Yeah,
so real. He knows how to take a song because songs are stories. The
Yeah,
lyrics are
the
stories,
storytelling.
and he
Right.
knows how to deliver those stories to you. Like where I mean, there's a song I sang that I recorded called "Imaginary Lover," and it's about the story that you're telling and how you're telling that story. And
yeah,
so when he's like, don't wake me up," and that kind of thing, because the dream sometimes, if we've experienced those who dream, it's like it's sometimes it's more real than when you're awake. And that's what this song, and for me, the way that he's sing it. But yeah, I was singing a lot. I was doing a lot of singing.
Yeah, those
okay.
lyrics was hitting back, especially now. Those lyrics was wishing all of. I know I'm speaking for myself, wishing I was the person in the dream that he doesn't wake up. I'm not going to
Yeah.
even sit up here and
Those are
lie.
my those were my video days, Broadway days, performance days in groups, Ebony Princess days, doing
Hmm.
whole bunch of entertainment things myself.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool.
So
That's cool.
I sent
So
him
you
the
like
link, and
to
this show is
know,
going to go. This show is going to go longer than what it normally does. If you guys don't mind. Evangelist T. Brown from Oklahoma is in the building. She said, I truly love all his music, especially that one. Oh, yeah. And we're going to keep playing. I'm going to play another one that I love, you guys. I mean, Christopher Elise, from what year to what year has this man been consistent bringing hits?
1989 to 2026.
Yes.
he,
Okay.
he had a period of his transition, what he's going to share, where he was impacted
Your
with the health challenge crises, but he's in I call it the re-season, redo, rebirth, renew, restore, relentlessly rebirthing. That's how I see it. But this has been around since 1989, nonstop. I mean, he is the voice of
Yes.
soul, and he's been consistent. His vibrato, where he just gets it from his gut, how he just presents it and projects it out to his audience. And he's so personable with his audience, which is what I love. He wants to intertwine and connect with his audience. And whether the sound is right, whether the concert is right, he's going to give you 1000%. And I've been watching him for years, and I love that about him. He's going to be personal with you. He'll come off that stage and jump on tape and jump right there up close and personal in your face to connect so that you can feel him and he feels you. I believe with him, it's really important for him to connect with his audience when he's performing. He wants to give you everything, and he's going to take it back to the 90s to the present, you know.
Uh-oh, she froze. I'm trying to get my lighting together over here. I look crazy out here with this red stuff. I don't know why. I turned my lights off. It's crazy how everybody looks.
I think it's kind of cute. I
Yeah,
think you
I like it
no, I
too.
can tell you what's happening with you, Stephanie.
Looks warm.
You're channeling Prince
yeah, and
because it's got a purple
I love
hue
it.
all
it's
over
working
it.
for It's
I
working
love that.
for
It's
him.
working.
Okay, well,
It's
I love
working.
that. I love that
It,
part.
it actually looks kind of cool to me.
Okay, well, thank
It
you.
looks
I
warm. It
It
looks
looks warm. It looks
And it
nice.
looks sexy. And
And
we
you know
know
what?
Prince, and it's like Gina said. Gwen said. I'm sorry about that. We see that purple vibe, that purple energy. It's all up in there.
Come on
You
now.
know what? I did have my own back. I got a virtual background, you guys. I got a new one. Let me put it up. I don't know. Is it up? Because it's showing half J King and then it's
Yeah.
showing.
it's showing half and half.
Mhm.
That is so weird.
That is
I
weird.
cannot stand
Just flow with it.
this place.
Just
This
flow with
place
it.
is. Hey, what's up, Fred? We're waiting on our special guest to
In
come
the
in. But in
room.
the meantime, we're gonna play. Do you guys
Hi,
have
Fred.
a favorite? Do you guys have a favorite song by Christopher Williams? Who's favorite? Because of mine,
I
but I
think
have.
we've already played it.
In the room. I don't see him. You played your you. I played your favorite. Is that what you're saying, Gina?
Yes, you played my favorite.
Dreaming. Okay.
Yes.
I love
All right.
Promises.
So I played
Enough.
Promises. Okay. So I
Yeah,
don't see him, but
Promises
I
is good.
can't play Promises until he get in here because I don't see him in here yet. I don't see
I'm
him.
looking at it. It says
I don't
Chris
see
is
his.
in the room. I'm looking at the studio group chat.
You see him?
Yes, I do. CW. Only you and Chris. He said,
Oh, yeah,
"Why,
there he
Okay.
is.
why
Let
can't
me
you guys?"
go. Let me go in and come back out
He said he can
because I
hear
don't
us.
see him at all.
He's texted me. He can hear us.
Okay. Good.
I love Dreaming. I love Promises. I love the way he tells his story. I love the way
Yeah, it's how he tells the stories.
love the way he keeps it real. I love
Yes.
how he talks about relationships. I love the way how he'll share, like he might be back up on his, but then he wants to get it right. Or we got to get it right because we're not in sync, you know? But you can feel where he's going because when the universe aligns, then it aligns, you
That's
know?
what I'm saying.
Real grown man stuff, you know? I love it.
Yeah, me too. Well
Yeah.
said.
Gina, it's so good to see you. I keep saying your name 3 million times. It's good to see you. I love it. Good to see you.
Finally, I'm just so busy, but I'm here. I'm good from here on out. I'm good. I'm good.
Oh,
You guys
good.
see me every Wednesday. Yeah,
Yeah.
life was life, and I had to get things
Life
done.
was like, we
Yeah.
almost lost.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see Mr. Christopher Williams. He is here. Let me bring him to the stage. You
All right.
guys, let me get.
There he
There he is. Let me
is.
get the applause up here.
Yeah.
He is.
Sorry, I just got out the shower. I got a physical wellness appointment after I see you guys. It's good to be here though.
Oh,
I've actually
Good to see you
they
here.
were trying to stop us, but I was gonna be relentless on this show.
I said we're in a re-season.
Re everything. Renaissance man, rebirth, everything.
Redo, renew,
Rebirth.
restore.
Re-educate,
Right.
acknowledge.
Re-educate. Right. Recompense.
No, we don't need to be learning all of that nonsense they taught us in grade school.
Right. Yeah.
It is so good to have you here with us,
So good to be here.
Christopher.
Thanks for all the kind words. I was listening
Welcome.
to it. I heard everything and it's frustrating. I was like, I want to say something.
Yes,
But you're here now. You're
Yes,
here
you come.
now.
Yes,
Yeah.
we got you here now. We love your new music. We love, of course, all of your past music. We just played Dreaming. We played Good Enough.
Yeah, I heard it.
So tell us a little about Good Enough, your new single.
Well, good enough, obviously after being off the charts and out of the mainstream, but still continuing to build and enhance my tools. I just felt natural that I usually sing about relationships, but I think at different junctures of relationships, you get to hurdles where you start figuring, how do we revamp the romance? How do we keep it good enough? And for me, it meant personally, I hope that my music and what I'm making for my audience is still good enough. And that's how we came. I hope my best is good enough. I don't want to lose your love. I ain't never gonna give up because giving up on us. So I love music. Still, I had gone through some health challenges. But came out. I wasn't supposed to be able to walk or talk or sing again, but I was paralyzed for 6 months and was able to teach myself to walk and talk and sing again. And the Creator just blessed me with not a second chance, but another chance.
Wow.
Wow.
That's beautiful. You're just totally blessed. I mean, it's when you're meant to do stuff, you have an assignment while you're here on this earth, and you're truly a man. You have the gift of song. Reminds me of David, like, when God said you're a man after my own heart, and he was a songwriter and the whole thing. Like, he did some other things, and I listened to your interview about, they didn't recognize he was already dead before people start recognizing what he was about. But it's like, that's who you are. I mean, and I think now, even more so, it's more like you in other areas, you're more like a deliverer. Like, you're delivering people from old mindsets. You're delivering into the thinking, you're like elevating them, expanding who they really, really are. And the songs that you do, you can tell that when you sing those songs, they're extremely authentic. They're completely coming from your soul. And you can't help, like, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. That's why it reaches us so much. It's kind of like, I mean, I know finally we got another Leo on here, because I've been a Leo with the Pisces and stuff. So now we got two Leos.
Lion order.
Virgo,
Yeah.
Virgo.
And so the fire that comes through your voice, like that fire and that presence, is like, is definitely a two-edged sword, because it definitely penetrates. Like, you take a song and you give that same song to another, and not that they won't sound good, but it's like you got that oomph in there that it cuts through. It just cuts through. And the lyrics on top of it.
My grandmother used to say in church that I would roar. And I think that I learned a lot of that from my grandfather and his ministry. But I also have to give a lot of credit to my musical fathers, my teachers, Marvin Gaye and Pendergrass and Luther, because Luther didn't roar a lot, but he has so many beautiful colors to his voice and his storytelling, which you guys have been talking about. And I'm thankful because I learned from the greatest to me. Michael is the king, no question. But as far as flat-foot singers, I believe the guys that I studied, even my substitute teachers, Jeffrey Osborne and James Ingram and D Train and people like that, taught me how to really dig down in my stomach and in my heart and try to envision communicating these messages to people through song. And when people say that, I always have to give credit to the people who inspired me to do it, especially Marvin and Teddy. Just learned so much from just listening to their music. And music is a frequency, it heals. And
Yes.
I think it marks presence in time, where we can think. Anytime I listen to Family Reunion, I think about the gatherings at my grandmother's house in Edenwald housing community, and just the faces that I would see and how good it felt to just feel that family unity. And voices like Eddie Vert and Walt would put that in perspective. So we've had a lot of greats that I can call on and say, wow, thank you. The Enigma, Stevie Wonder, and people like Michael Jackson. There's no beat. But I think that music is just an incredible gift, and I'm just happy that at this stage of my life I can look back and say, you know what, I'll always be part of the major league music fraternity. It doesn't matter where an individual places me. It's just that the fact that a kid from Edenwald in the Bronx would be mentioned alongside Luther Vandross or Eddie Levert or Marvin Gaye, even if it's 15,000 leagues under their sea, I'm honored to just be in the fraternity.
Yes.
You just answered my question. I was going to ask you, from coming from the Bronx to the world, how did that build in your career, talent, faith, and dedication? How did it impact you coming from the Bronx, coming from Edenwald, throughout your journey? But you basically just said it.
Well, it gave me a lot of things, some things I needed to overcome, because I guess the way my makeup looks and the way society has pitted melanated people based on color spectrum.
Mhm.
Some of it, and again, it goes negative and positive both ways. I love chocolate, and I just always remember growing up and being like, not understanding why they would say that light skin is better than chocolate women, or chocolate guys are better than light skinned men. This, that, the other. We're a beautiful rainbow in spectrum, and we should be honored for that. And then getting a chance to travel the world, there's a lot of light skinned people in Africa, especially in West Africa, South Africa. You go to places like Jamaica and the Caribbean, you see Chinese coolies, and I've started studying and realized that this is an indoctrination and a pitting that's taught to us. And thus, when I died, I started delving into a Kemetic mindset and stories that I thought would, even the story of New Jack City, I twisted it into a thing called Book of Akbar, and I started saying, how can I use music as a platform and further tell stories, and not only tell stories, but get kids to think about ownership and not just being the tribe of Benjamin where we buy all their products, but we begin to support one another in the things that we innovate and create, because we've innovated most everything. The unjust laws of this society we live in, we create the patents, and then we create electric, they make electric companies. So that's the stage I am now as far as my music. I own my own label. I get a chance. I have the autonomy to pay for my own stuff, market my own stuff, along with my amazing team. That again, it's like you spoke of the Bible. Samuel 1 and 2 are my favorite chapters in the King James version of the Word, because it speaks of David, and David was a man after God's own heart. I believe that I am, but I did. To go back to your question, I had to overcome temperament, and learning that. And when I was paralyzed, the Creator dealt with me. He said, "Your greatest assets will be forgiveness, love, and patience." And he said, "If you keep your hands in your pocket, I'm going to grant you everything that I designed you to be." Because again, what's funny about my life is I've been in music class, but I've never been an avid studier. I'm more like, that's how I know the Creator has his hands on me, because fish don't go to swimming class, birds don't go to aviation school, and seeds don't go to agriculture school.
Come on now.
God made me to do this, and I guess my family called me Christopher the Christ bearer. Not saying I am a Christ, but I understand at this stage of my life that we're all gods.
That's right.
These words that have been taught to us are spells. That's why they call it spelling. And even down to the word nigger, the proper spelling is Negus, which means emperor and empress. And we innately, this is kind of funny, but we innately feel good. Yo, my nigga, da 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 da. But it's been twisted negative, because everything we master somehow gets turned into a negative, which is why I know that Solidarity, which is a song I wrote with Papa San, the great prophet from Jamaica. I know that all these things have been breadcrumbs in my journey to lead me to this point in my life, where I realized that the violence that they speak of us and the dysfunction is not what they fear. It's the solidarity and the love that if we begin to share each other and grow and prosper is really what they fear. And I don't mean them as white folks. I mean them as the people who have created these systems and this crazy government that we're trying to have hope in at this very moment.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
And I think music heals that. So again, it goes back to music and hopefully being a part of the frequency that begins to give people hope again and bring people together instead of, and it's the spirit of music instead of the religion of the business. And I think religion and spirituality and religion are two different things.
Totally.
I adhere to religion, but spirituality, I'm totally in love with.
As a singer, I / agent, but what tips would you give? Because what you have is already there. I get that. That was what you were born with, and it was already anointed. I get that. But when you're in those times of when you're like when you're kind of out of voice or whatever, what are some of the things that you do to get your voice back on track? I mean, is it your mix? Is it because you sound like a very, I mean, I like Teddy Pendergrass, but you got another thing on top of your thing that's like a different type. So what do you do to get your voice back into?
I take a lot of ginger,
Mhm.
mullein leaf tea, and ginger are my main go-tos. Um, I use one of my grandmother Aretha Williams's old formulas. I put Vicks, old-fashioned Vicks, on my wrist, and I dab a little in my nose so that I can get a clear passage to get as much voice out as I can. And then more than anything, I, I, I meditate before the show and I pray to the Creator and I said, listen, I've jumped off this cliff so many times and I know it's you who has saved me from hitting the rocks. So I trust that, this is a communication thing. It is my job. And I know that my primary thing is to entertain, but I often pray that there's something beyond the music that happens between me and the audience. And I heard my sister Elise explaining that, I've in my 37 years of performing on stage, I've endured all kinds of amazing stuff and the adversity of the beginnings and some of the people who choose to sell tickets to people with bad sound. And what I try to do is get around all of that and just say, if I just spill my guts or I slide as hard as I can in the form of being an ex-baseball player, I just hope that there's a connection that happens beyond just liking the song or liking. And I try to stay as human as possible. Because again, I've experienced a lot of realms in this music. My aunt is Ella Fitzgerald, she's one of the greatest of all time. To me, she is the greatest. And I've learned to pick her brain. And what she's gone through is what we've gone through in my era is nothing in comparison to what she had to endure to go out and sing. Imagine people standing ovation and they're like, but you can't use my bathroom.
Yeah.
You can't eat my food. I don't even want your black face going through the front door.
Right.
They're standing there in awe of you. And that's a lot of the vanity that happens in this business, unfortunately. They will hail you to nail you. So I've been grateful to have people around me that even when I'm out of pocket, and I've had to fix my face, like I mentioned earlier, dealing with my temperament and learning that love and forgiveness and empathy and compassion and patience are my greatest assets. My voice is cool, my acting ability is cool, but I think that when I put those other ingredients with it, that's when the energy, the true energy of what God put in me comes forth. So that's what I always try to remain. So I get nervous every show, whether there's 10 people or 20,000 people.
Right.
I get nervous every show.
I believe that.
And I still love what I'm doing. I love her. Like, I love music. I love her. I think when I die, there are a lot of things I took for granted. Just the use of being able to raise my hand or give God glory. I have a different appreciation for life now. And right after, I knew that I'm gonna tell you a sidetrack story. I know I'm rambling on because I got to listen to y'all talk for the whole first time. But
take it away. We listening.
coming out of the hospital was interesting. So when I woke up out of my coma, 24 days, my son was at my feet, Christopher II. And it's ironic that one of the things I prayed for was not just being a dad who could provide, but really having a relationship with him as I would in turn have a relationship with my son. And I thought a lot about my legacy. Where do I want to leave it? Going to the Kemetic mindset, my company being named Promised Land. My email is CLW Lion of Judah. A lot of my friends call me Judah in Brooklyn. A lot of sidebars. I have a coffee shop with two amazing business partners and an amazing chef, Chef Charlie Wood. Nacho Focaccia opened 6 weeks ago, and the food is flying out the door and the drinks are flying out the door. So if you happen to be in Brooklyn, please visit Nacho Focaccia. We have amazing atmosphere, great vibes, and Chef Charlize really creates this atmosphere there that everyone in Crown Heights seems to just be loving and acclimating to. And I remember going home for Christmas. It was it was June. It was June of 2022. My son got married, and I was literally in tears because I had just been locked in COVID. My insurance didn't work. I wouldn't take the COVID shot, so they were really treating me bad. And I remember just fighting from March to June to just be able to walk. I started writing a book called 25 Steps because I needed 25 steps to get out the hospital on a walker. And I mean, I was rattling and just every day. And I remember calling one of my Jamaican, she's like my Jamaican mommy, Michelle, who Elise also knows, used to work with Joe Douglas and Frankie Beverly. And she said, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, she heard me crying and I was whining and kind of crying. And she said, "What I cry for?" And she was like, "Well, what does a baby do before him walk?" And she said, "Him crawl." And from that day on, I asked my two nurses who were amazing to me through challenges. I said, "Can you get those mattresses I see them taking out, put them on the sides of my bed and turn my alarm off?" And they weren't supposed to do it, but they did it. So every day they were calling me Pancake. And every day I would flip out of my bed,
Wow.
how to crawl. And then once I was able to sit up and crawl, then I knew at that point, I said, "I'm gonna walk." So fast forward to 2022, trying to get clearance from the doctors to take a plane because they were saying if I got on a plane, my lungs would collapse. All things
Right.
would happen to me.
Right.
But I would have died on the plane getting to my son's
Mhm.
wedding.
Yeah.
My son had an amazing wedding in Central Park. It was beautiful.
Oh wow.
I remember getting in the park and getting to the wedding, and I knew then I would live again.
Okay.
So after the wedding, fast forward to Christmas, Christopher's mother-in-law, Lolly, comes up to me and she says, they call me Senior. And she said, "You know, you're a singer." She said, "I need you to lullaby a baby." So we're all as a family doing karaoke. My son sounds like Drew Hill. And she don't like those aggressive R&B type records. So I wound up doing a Luther lullaby to Christopher and Monica, my beautiful daughter-in-law. And they got pregnant that holiday.
Wow.
Wow.
September 6th, 9 months after the holiday. I said, "God, I know your hands are on me." Because everything he revealed that would happen in my life has been happening.
Mm.
I didn't know I spent so much money on medical bills. I had wrecked my finances. I didn't know how I would rebuild myself or my company. And I just have amazing family and friends that stepped in. And I took one show to the next show. And I took some money I had gotten from my license and reissues, and I started becoming a better businessman and a better steward with my money.
Okay.
And it led to being able to own Promised Land and put my first record out. And there were some hinges because, again, in this business, I ran into somebody, and I don't want to shed negative light or anything, but
No.
I ran into a brother who I put in the business at 14 years old. He forged my signature on a contract
Wow.
and embezzled about $30,000-$40,000, which I had to, again, revamp. It's okay, let's start over. So now I've gotten out of all of that stuff legally. And again, even rekindling with Elise, her mom was a superhero to me when we were younger. And we've always been brothers and sisters. I've always hung out with her brothers. We played a lot of stickball, baseball, basketball.
Wow.
And I think the challenges that she's faced as a powerful Black woman, dealing with her health issues and just dealing with being a beautiful Black woman in this industry and how that's perceived. And just dealing with it, and just to see her and me together 30 some years later, stronger than ever and claiming victory, because I know for a fact that through your greatest fear and your greatest challenge on the other side is your greatest victory. And I've been a fighter my whole life. But I know how to fight better now. I don't fight with this. I fight with my heart and I fight with my faith. And my sister, she's always been that kind of person. I had to learn to be that kind of person. Because back in the day, I knocked the shit out of you. Everybody,
Okay. I can see that.
I'll
I
knock
can
your
see
block
that.
off. And
Not
laugh.
only You know what? Not only is it Black Music Month, it's also it's also Men's Wellness, Health and Wellness Month.
That's
And
right.
It is.
I want to ask you, Chris, you've been through a lot of challenges. What advice would you give men who are silently dealing with health, emotional stress, or personal battles, but don't know how to talk about it?
You got to open up. That's one of the things. Me and Raheem Devon just did something with my brother Joe Clare for WHUR in Washington. I'm not sure I'm able to say
Yeah,
that.
me
Such
too.
a beautiful. We had Tony Ferg. We had like media icons there. We had two psychiatrists, two doctors, and it was such like it got to the point where men were crying, and it was okay.
Mhm.
We were able to be vulnerable enough to not look at it as weakness, but as strength, and that as a community we can build one another and sharing information, because there's always Western civilization information, whether it's psychiatric, medical, but then when you start to introduce what the Creator intended, I always tell Christians or believers, look at the book of Daniel. You know, how do you think you're going to reach your apex if you don't put seed in a living organism? So juicing and going back to the earth, you know, there's red dirt in Virginia, which is which is really the birthplace of America. The same 104 minerals in that red dirt are in the human body.
Right.
And when you start to bring
Oh.
those kind of things back in your body, and you start fasting and juicing and doing the things that the Creator intended, it seems totally against what a doctor would say. And I'm not suggesting you just jump off the cliff and don't listen to your doctor. But I guarantee you that as you're taking that medication and you start to alter and change your mindset about what you put in your body and your eye and ear gates, what
Right.
you pay attention to, how much you read, you know, pay attention to silly stuff or foolishness. As you start to turn that around, your health gets better, your spirit gets better, and
Mhm.
also sound. I do a lot of sound healing.
Oh yeah.
When I
Yes.
now
Yeah.
I was studying heavenly frequencies and sound, and
Yes.
again,
Yeah.
my village just surrounded me with the tools to do it, and I was able to just wake up again. Not only just mind, but body and spirit. I was able to wake up again, and you know, we've had years of loving hot dogs and pizza, and I still
Right.
enjoy pizza. But you've got to start learning and engaging in what's really good for you,
Right.
because unfortunately, Western civilization, they're not going to teach you that. They don't teach it in school. It's funny. I was in the hospital with a gentleman who was 90 years old, and he wound up dying, unfortunately, while I was next to him in the hospital. But I noticed this every day. He's a diabetic on dialysis, and they're bringing him high fructose corn syrup for breakfast. And I was like,
That's crazy.
this can't be, this can't even be true. But again, we got to realize there is a system that has been designed where they don't beat us anymore.
Good.
They have it all formulated
Mhm.
down to the economy.
Mhm.
We've got to learn as a people to go back to, you know, like they teach us words like civilization. And I ask people, even my age, I said, have you ever seen a civilization? Have you ever seen a civil realization?
Mm.
But when you study and go back to Mali and Kemet, you realize that they existed. And then you start to ponder, well, why do they teach me about these things that aren't real, even down to who the first president was and why Abraham Lincoln is on a penny?
Right.
Because he was a melanated man. So
Right.
all these things begin to draw you into finding and learning. For me, my new mantra is I'm not really interested in their understanding. And I don't mean to sound truculent in this, but I'm interested in my inner standing and what the Creator made me to be.
Mhm.
And since I've done that, I'm healthier. I'm getting back to myself. I'm even starting to get a little muscles. I'm doing Tai Chi. I can't lift weights like I used to anymore because I'm at it. You know, I'm in the middle. I'm in the third quarter, and
Yeah.
but there's other things, and the body has recall, and recoil. There's some more re's, and
Yeah.
just enjoying becoming the Renaissance man and being able to pass some of these things to the younger generation. And when I run into like Raheem Devon and these young people like that, it's just refreshing to see that they're getting an opportunity to get some of these jewels at a younger stage in life, and it's becoming more natural, and you don't feel like an aardvark or someone weird, or you're going down a rabbit hole and all of these different things, these different spells that have been taught to us.
Mhm.
Mm.
Wow, that's good. It's really good.
Gina, do you have a question for Chris?
Yes, I do. Hello, Chris.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask all the way from the beginning, when did you get started? And how was it something that you wanted to do, or did someone inspire you to get out there and do it because you had the voice?
It started at the Euresis Theater when I was 9 years old.
Wow.
I saw my aunt live for the first time, and I got a chance to meet Frank Sinatra and Count Basie.
Wow.
And it all seemed surreal, but at the same time, they were so genuine and so cool. And then that was sort of like when I started having a relationship with my aunt. My family would let me go to California in the summer, or I would go to Farmville, Virginia, almost every summer. And I started to form a real relationship with my aunt. And because of the way I was adopted, so I never really knew my mom and dad, but my adopted parents were my mom's sister and my natural uncle Norman, who was my dad. I lost him 5 years ago. But the way they raised me was if you don't work, you don't eat, and you make your own way, and you don't go out and you don't beg people. So me and my aunt had a really unique relationship. I never brought up music to her until she found out I made a record, because I never wanted her to think that my love was stemming from trying to see what she could do for me monetarily, musically.
Right.
So I was able to, the creator was able to give me a path to that on her own. And then once I made a record and she knew that I was becoming slightly famous, she just lit up like a Christmas tree and was so proud, and that gave me energy. Um, I remember once meeting somebody after she had passed, and a woman named Sharon, and she was a petite chocolate girl, and my aunt used to look her up and down in first class and say, "My nephew would like you." We wound up making that connection later, and those kind of stories and reminded me that me and my aunt's relationship was real, aunt and nephew. And actually, anyone who's in Inglewood Park, on her stone next to Humphrey Bogart and Marilyn Monroe, it says "Left Behind" by Christopher and Natalie Williams, and obviously her son Junior. So I again, it was an indication that I had built something real with her. We fought over the Yankees and the Dodgers because she hated the Yankees, and I'm from the Bronx and I love the Yankees, but she loved the Dodgers because of Jackie Robinson.
Mm.
And so we go back and forth over that. But other than that, that was my ace. And I got to pick her brain from fashion to music. And people don't realize, like, Coco Chanel actually made her luggage.
Wow.
Like the Coco Chanel, not like
Wow.
so she had an amazing journey. And I think one of the reasons why I actually wrote a movie about her too while I was paralyzed. It's called Auntie Ellis.
Oh, wow.
And it's a story that only can be told through my eyes. There's a lot of stories about her, a lot of docudramas, but this story can only be told by me because I'm a nephew and I know some family things.
Right.
People, and I also know the fiber of my aunt. And I think she was so famous that I even got lost in my family. But because I was able to walk 40,000 leagues under the sea behind her and experience fame and some of the same challenges, like when you get famous, your family treats you different. To this day, I still have relationships in my family that I don't really understand. They look at me a certain way. Honestly, the reason why I couldn't get in Facebook is because my uncle's girlfriend's son has blocked me on Facebook because he's trying to take my page.
Wow.
boy.
Oh, wow.
These kind of things unfortunately happen in music, but I've learned to, when people do me wrong, the old me would have reacted different, but I learned to just let it go.
Yeah.
I feel it is like a payment. It's like paying forward, and you find that things return 30, 60, and 100-fold much faster. There's something great on the other side of it.
Okay,
Wow, that was good.
good.
Now, people still connect you. We were talking about it earlier before you got on. People still connect you to New Jack City. What do
Yeah.
you think is about that film that still holds power all these years later?
I think it was for one, Wesley is an acting fool. I think that's one of the reasons. Him being a lead in the movie had a lot to do with the potency of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think because of me and G Money and Ice T's real street sensibility, there were some elements in it that were really true. Even though like the haircut wasn't good, what Nino's haircut wasn't good,
That was good.
and we didn't really form some of the. Mario was the perfect person to direct the film because of his connections with his dad and Clint Eastwood. So we got a real good look. And between that and the Five Heartbeats and Boys in the Hood, a lot of great careers were spawned. And it was the first time I think in a while we had seen Black Power and not in the form of like Shaft or Superfly,
Right.
in a sort of hip hop form,
Yeah.
or on a more modern form. And it was time for it. It was the right time. We never really got a chance to do New Jack 2 because I
Yeah.
think everybody, including Chris Rock and Ice T, who's had an amazing career, Chris has had an amazing career, Wesley's had an amazing career. I think no one wanted to really depict another drug movie,
Right.
Okay.
another story that
Mm.
sort of glorified drugs, because we do have to understand that we're so much more than that, and we got to move towards different things. We got to share different information. Instead of buying keys, we got to buy Roth IRAs.
Yeah.
So there's a balance of being in this thing but not of it.
Right.
I think that's how I started coming around to writing the Book of Akbar, where I could kind of give this twist back and cast some young folks that would make the older generation have to sit down with the new generation.
Mm.
Um, But at
Yes.
the same time, the story wouldn't glorify anything negative, and it would be a growth thing, but still be like good against evil, sort of like war against peace, which is a shameless plug of my new album, War and Peace. And I've kind of just, again, I can't, even the way, if you notice, I talk, my life is tied together.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Definitely,
Barnabas
I've noticed that.
and everything together. So even when it comes to a story with how I got in New Jack, I was in the streets messing around, and a brother named Theron Cotton, Wesley Snipes, came to me and said, "You need to get out of this because you're talented." And I went to my pastor grandfather, Reverend Lawrence Williams, and I asked him, could he get me a baptism paper so I could go take my GED? Because my dad was throwing me out, everybody was giving up on me, and it seemed like the worst was going to happen. But I had my son, and I knew I wanted to do better, so I went and did it. And I had a choice. I scored really high on the Air Force test, so I had a choice to go in the Air Force or go to Purchase College. And I decided to go to Purchase College. I met Wesley before that through Theron Cotton, my neighbor, and I kind of just watched Wesley in school, and he did a play called The River Niger, a one-man play, and he astounded me, and that brought me into the creative mode. And when it was time for New Jack to happen, Pat Golden from Warner Brothers had discussed with Wesley who would be in the film, who he thought was who, and he was like, well, I got a guy that I went to school with me named Christopher Williams, and he has a hit record, Talk to Myself. So once I was that just took me to a whole nother level, and I got a chance to meet Ice and Russell Wong and Vanessa L. Williams and Phyllis and the amazing cast and Mario. And I met my brother, G Money, Alan Payne, who's still my brother.
Yes.
When I was in the hospital, Alan's like my real brother.
Okay. Yeah, I'm always watching him on the Tyler Perry series. I mean, I could watch it all day. It'll just run all day.
Yeah, that's my real brother. He's also a Leo.
Ah, yeah.
What's Wesley? So is Big.
No, Wesley, yeah.
Eric was
all
so-
these now
Those
after
were being partisans. So all these actors from New York, we used to play
Yeah.
together, and we all wound up going to California and elevating our lives. So it's a beautiful thing. But when I was in the hospital, I didn't want for anything. Alan was right there with me.
Yes.
Yeah, he seemed like a cool dude.
He couldn't.
You know what? I gotta be honest here, because I loved your voice. I really thought, because you were so fine and you sound so good, that you wouldn't be able to act. I was like, he's not gonna do that good. I was thinking in my head. I was like, no, he can't. He's not. Yeah, but I'm gonna look at him. He's eye candy. I'm gonna do that.
Well, you know,
Man,
you're
when I
around,
saw that, I was like, what?
yeah, when you're around Phyllis, Alan, and Wesley, if you can't act, they're gonna get you straight.
Right?
Okay.
Exactly.
But I enjoy entertaining. I think it's something that I've always, when I was very little, you know, we grew up on Michael Jackson and watching
Yeah.
him go from tap dancing to
Yeah.
Michael could do whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And
Yes. Good.
those things were inspiring. I knew I could never be Michael Jackson because I can't even two-step. But just witnessing him and Stevie Wonder has always been an overall. They're enigmas. They're just again. Then 10 years later, we got Prince.
Right.
Like
Right.
we've had phenomenal examples of people who can just with it from like outer space or something.
Right. Right.
Stephanie, you want to read some of the comments?
Go ahead, you read it because I'm freezing up.
Okay. Well, Betty Murray said the streets and the urban life will help you to act and give you a whole lot of different characterization.
That's for sure.
She said when we were talking about you liking the Yankees and your aunt liking the Dodgers, she said because the Yankees didn't want to hire any black players and the Dodgers did. It had more multicultural people than the Yankees did. My father couldn't stand the Yankees for that.
It's true. It's true, and I'm so glad that that's changed. It's kind of changed for melanated people, especially the Yankees are really into Latino ball players now, but they're part of us.
Right.
I
Right.
don't think people really realize that a black woman started civilization, that everything comes from you guys. You can't scientifically have a baby without melanin in your amniotic sac. So again, she's right. It just was my infinity for representing the Bronx. You got to realize hip hop and all that stuff jumped off in me and Elisa's era. So, you know, we had KRS-One and Boogie Down Productions.
Yes, you guys did.
We had the Grandmaster Flash, the Funky 4+1, Shot Rock. So we had Cool Herc. We had DST. We witnessed hip hop, which was also said to be something negative and something that shouldn't be happening. We witnessed all of that overcome, and now 55 years later, one of the worst rappers in the Valley, Rocky, is now running a major museum for hip hop, and that's
Right.
my boy Rocky just said.
Amazing.
We also got a chance to witness GQ and BBQ Band and Slave and all these groups that, even if they weren't from New York, they were influenced from people from New York. Like I remember when Bill Underwood brought me into rehearsal to see Slave. I was like, what is this? Like, I gotta do this. I have to do this. So, and one of my mentors was Raheem LeBlanc. I was raised in a Jamaican household down the Bronx, the Sabes, which was Paul Service's mother, my good friend Andre. So I really have a major influx of Jamaican culture in my life. A lot of people call me Nata Chris. Could have something to do with the fact that I used to smoke a lot of ganja, but I don't anymore. I'm not judging anybody for it, but again, at this stage of my life, I got to reach this promised land because I have responsibility, not only to the legacy of my kids and my family, but what I pass on when I transition, because I'm never going to die.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Question I have for you while the visionary comes back to the table. Where do you see the genre evolving with AI and technology today? This genre, the young generation.
It's a tool. My deep thought in it is like, again, in this life and in our whole lives, we have to learn to use what's positive and be in it, but not of it. So it is a tool that does help. It can alleviate a lot of cost and time, especially with some of the new technologies that they're with. But the problem I have with it is it has no soul.
Mhm.
Yes, exactly.
And there's nothing like when a human innovates something from a gift that was given to them,
Yes.
a passion or the zeal that they have for something. So that's where you can use it, but you don't want to lose you, because then you just become like cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Right.
It to be two all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
Right.
Got
And
you.
that goes back to good enough. I think that every individual in life has to find that point where they say, the way
Mhm.
I have been made, is good enough.
Yes.
I love that song.
Yes.
Love
Really
that song.
imperfect, but I am good enough.
Mhm.
Yes.
I think every individual has to master that. And that goes with what I was saying, finding your understanding, your Christos. If you study Greek,
I could play that. I could play good.
yeah, I love it too. I'm not gonna lie. And
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
to
Put it
sample a record. We
down.
got to reinterpolate a record from my big sister Sherelle.
Mhm.
My new single, we have an interpolation from the woman who gave me my start, Stephanie Mills.
Yes.
Yes.
So, gentleman has a taste of that. So, I think that's another thing that the '90s and hip hop brought. Tribe Called Quest and these great groups, they paid honor to jazz and different formats of music, but they turned it into something new.
Yeah.
And the and at that point, the world was ready for it. So all
Mhm.
these samples and stuff, even though they are pieces of other people's music, to
Right.
be honest, the people who have allowed it have also flourished a lot from certain samples being used. I mean, even when it came down to stuff that started out to be crooked or negative, and not saying malicious in any intent,
Yeah.
but even blurred lines. I mean, by the time Robin Thicke and Pharrell and Nona Gay and Amani
Yeah.
got through with it, they all made, they all split $16 million. So at the end of
Exactly.
what was
Right.
negative about it? And it was two different forms. Pharrell's a genius. Robin Thicke is massively talented,
Yes.
Mhm.
and you know comes from a lineage of people in the music business. His dad was a rock star,
Right.
Yes.
rock star,
Mhm.
and it's a music makes a perfect fusion of different frequencies. And even sometimes because of the business part, it starts off wrong or crooked. The line gets straight.
Yeah. I saw like what made you come up with this concept. I saw where you were performing your song, but it was like it was on a front porch and
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was like, wow, that's really cool. What made you come up with that concept to do that like that? Because that's the first time I ever saw that like
Well, it
that.
was well, it was actually Gucci and his father's concept. My nephew, one of my
Yeah.
I call him nephew. He's not my real nephew, but big shout to Nucci and the people at Front Porch. And then
Right.
Nucci hooked up with my boy Bobby Shields, who they call AKA Big Country.
Mhm.
Once they started marketing it properly, well, again, organic is best,
Yes.
especially when we own it.
I like that.
Yes.
We're able
Right.
to own and control the narrative. There's nothing like it. I mean,
No.
it's the greatest products in the world. I remember when Carol's daughter started in Brooklyn,
Right.
and the product was amazing. And even though, in my own personal opinion, once she made the big deal in the
Yeah.
news, because it
Yeah.
lost a little potency, because again, something organic in business takes over. Numbers become more important than quality.
Right.
Yeah.
Personal care to your customers it takes second, and that's what happens. Like we have a business plan for Nacha Focaccia and Vegan Solicious, which
Oh,
is the two
good.
restaurants in Brooklyn. We're following a business plan. Well, it came to us through Chef Charlize of Sweet Greens. Sweet Greens started out organically. Now they've not lost much potency, but because it's a salad joint, there's only so much you can do with salad and greens. But we always said if we do what we plan to do and franchise it, we want to keep the one in Brooklyn and the one that we're about to open in Harlem authentic, where it remains. That's why on the corner of Franklin and Eastern Parkway, one day I was standing outside with the other partner, my boy Don Martin, and I said, Don, he said, "Well, I'm Reggie." I said, "Is your building in the shape of a V?" And I saw the V in the building, and that was the whole prophecy of the business.
Mm.
Wow.
Him and Chef Charlize met, and they became brother and sister. And me and Don both agreed she's the boss. but she's the one who's going to give birth to it. We just support her. And so many times in business, it's hard for men to do that, especially if they're letting their real estate, their money, and stuff like that, or they're investing in it. But I just believe that organically giving people their credit. I mean, the other day I witnessed Faith Evans getting a street named after her.
Right. On a birthday. Right.
Tears. That's mama to me. That's like almost like a daughter to me. Not that we're that far, but Faith knows how I feel about her, and I know how she feels about me. We're not BFFs. We're taking different paths, but to see that you see something in somebody, and that's really the part of the gifts God gives us, is like in to see her go all the way down the journey, avoid the pitfalls of bureaucracy and the things that can happen to you, especially at a label like Bad Boy, and to see her come full circle to where her community acknowledges what she's done in her life, and then her new foundation with her son Riders Room. It brought me to tears. I was like, all things are possible. So I've had an amazing journey. There's a lot of tentacles of Christopher Williams. I'm kind of like Batman. I don't really talk a lot, but in my older age now, I'm starting to talk and put the pieces and the barnacles in my life together. And I'm grateful.
I love it.
Grateful. I've had an amazing journey. And the truth is, I'm just getting started. The best is yet.
That's right. That's right. Oh, that's really good.
Well, you have another single. You have Good Enough. And then you also have another single. We could set that up. If you could set that up, and I could play that for you. Play it for our audience.
This is again in romance. Every woman wants a roughneck. That's it. Every woman wants a gentleman that has the edge she wants, that fits her.
Yeah.
And that's what this song is about. Just taking it back. Again, inspirations like Uncle Charlie and the late great Ollie Woodson.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was kind of inspired by Treat Her Like a Lady, but we flipped it and made it something that I was hoping would be apropos. And I worked with I worked with the GOAT, Troy Taylor, on this record. So it was real easy. Taylor is just
Taylor, you the best.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's hard on me, but I still love him. And gets the best out of me vocally. So on this album, working with him and Balewa, who did a lot of Jaheim stuff, I'm just blessed. Like God told me, he said, I will send the angels that you need. And it just has been that. I'm getting ready to do something with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. So again,
nice.
Still
I can't wait for that.
And dreams are coming true.
I'd like to see you and Teddy Riley do something in this stage of your career.
We're trying. We are trying. I love Teddy, and we're trying. We were trying to do something, and his book tour came about. But I know he's in Dallas, facility out there. So Teddy, if you're listening,
Yes,
Teddy.
that would be a nice collab.
because many people thought Teddy did Dreaming, but Teddy was in a lot of different contract stuff, and he couldn't do it. But we had met Hiram Hicks. And Hiram
Hicks.
Hiram.
and Stanley A. Brown. That's Maestro.
Yeah.
So,
Manager extraordinaire.
yeah. So again,
All right. We're going to get this new single up called Gentleman by Christopher Williams.
Voice the vision and the look.
Out of all the girls I see, you just do something to me, and I can't take it. Have my mind upon your lips, say the word I can't but feel. Girl, this is magic. It's just too tempting to lose control. I can't promise to behave, I'm letting you know. In my mind, I see us together. I promise once I'm done with you, no one can do it better. Tonight I'll be a gentleman. Yeah, Conversate with your body politely. Tonight I'll be a gentleman. I'll protect you, take cover. Bedroom under the covers. I'll be gentle. I might be what you've been missing. I can take you to a new dimension. Have you all up on the ceiling. Brag it to your friends how I'm killing it. I don't need no poncho for your water. Girl, I know we can take things further. Love you so good till your waterfall. No, you're not prepared for what I got for ya. To lose control, yeah. I can't promise to behave, I'm letting you know. Woo. In my mind, I see us together. I promise once I'm done with you, no one can do it better. Tonight I'll be a gentleman. Conversate with your body politely. Tonight I'll be a gentleman. I'll protect you, take cover. Bedroom under the covers. I'll be gentle. Girl, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. With my hand, I'ma make sure every part of you understand. I make it clear, I have you open when you're with me, girl, no door. Chivalry's not dead when I'm with you. Tonight I'll be a gentleman. Gentleman, conversate with your body politely. Tonight I'll be a gentleman. Gentleman, I'll protect you, take cover. Bedroom under the covers. I'll be gentle. Girl, I'm wishing, 'cause I got my eyes on you. I'll be gentle. Ooh. I'll be gentle.
Wow, I love that.
That was good.
Now, is that available right now, Chris, to download? Because I was looking for it to download.
It won't be officially out till August 1st because we're going to
August
take
1st.
everything up. But we're linking it to people who have been supportive. And you know, it's a new era. There's no one way to skin a cat no more. We own it. We get to decide how to roll it out.
That's right.
Shoot
I
a video
love
to it in New York. It's going to be really cool. Just excited, man. Like I said, some of the writers I don't want to leave out. Again, I've been blessed, like Sick Pen, Tajio, Felly. These guys have all written for the Grammy writers, and I've gotten a chance to work with these guys. So I don't want to leave them out because everyone, like I said, has just been pitching in to make this project War and Peace successful.
I love
29
it.
years, we got #1 on satellite radio, Heart and Soul, and entered into the top 20 terrestrial radio, and we would have done a lot better if I wasn't legally attempted to be usurped. But again, we're just getting started.
Yeah, I
And that's,
see you.
that's not even the ballads on the record.
Nice. Super nice.
I see. Yeah, you're appearing almost everywhere now. I mean, you're appearing this weekend. You got a show this weekend. I mean, you're consistently out there, back out there, and your voice is pristine. I mean, like you never missed a beat on your voice. When I was watching the video of you, I think it was in New York at the winery, or no, was it the? It was one of the wineries because I know you've been making your rounds around the wineries. And man,
Back to New York for my birthday. My
okay,
birthday is August 22nd. We're in Philly the 21st.
okay.
I'm 23rd in New York City. September 4th in Nashville. September
Let me
5th.
see. I have those dates in here.
When are you coming to San Diego?
We hope soon. We're trying to. Well, Elise is. We're building. Like I said, this new single thing will open, and me and Elise have formed. She is my official agent now. No more.
Elise.
Yay!
And we're just excited about that. And a lot of things I have to learn from her because again, part of me coming back was like just we call it hustle.
Right.
Hustle as promotion. But now she's convinced me that I'm at a stage where I want to put it in her hands so we can shine it up and make sure the band and they can get the whole full experience of Christopher Williams instead of, sometimes some of the promoters, again, they unfortunately sell tickets to people with bad sound, or they say it's a live
Right.
concert and they want to pay for 2 songs. So we're getting around those things, and Elise is like creating places where I can share my songs and my gift with people and do it in a great way. So we're really excited about that.
Well, we're excited, and I'm so grateful and honored that you're a part of the Elysian 7 agency. This weekend, he's going to be in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. He's going to be on June 20th, he'll be in Las Vegas. June 21st, he'll be in Fresno for Juneteenth. We're all celebrating Juneteenth month, Juneteenth this weekend. And every day for us is the focus of solidarity as far as I'm concerned. My focus is for solidarity. June 27th, he's going to be at the Omni Hotel uh, in Oklahoma City. July 25th, he'll be in Kankakee, Illinois. He's got so many shows coming up. He's going to do a run at the city wineries in August. He'll be back in Virginia. I mean, we're just starting. We're just starting.
Well, I can't wait till you come to LA because I'm gonna have to travel to one of these cities to come see you live for
Right.
real.
Right.
When you were talking about the front porch, I believe that that's Raheem's people's too, Raheem Devon's people on French Porch,
Definitely.
which I love that show. It is an amazing, innovative show. I mean, he's all over the place with that. He was on Good Morning America. They were highlighting the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm so happy that you made your way on there. I saw it. Great concept, great show.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you. He just got a #1 record too, so big up to my little brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Raheem. We were out in Club Nouveau. We were out in DC with him back in the Cherry Blossom Parade. We were Club
That's
Nouveau
right.
performed at
That's
the
right.
Cherry Blossom Parade, and he was there as well. But
Big shout
yeah,
out to brother Jay King. I'll see you on the 21st. He's such a I pick his brain all the time. He's
Really?
yeah, yeah. Smart man, very smart man. Now you did both acting and singing. Which one made you most vulnerable and showed your vulnerability?
I have to say singing because it takes me, especially when I do my live set,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of different emotions all in 1 hour, hour and 15 minutes. Acting, it kind of did. I did a run on what they call the Chitlin Circuit, but I call it urban theater
Mm-hmm.
because again, a man named Tyler Perry was called the Chitlin Circuit, and now
Right.
he's programming most of the stuff on television and creating his own music. So proud of Tyler. So acting depending on the role, but acting can stretch you all the way out and make you really vulnerable depending on the role and the production.
Would it be in Black Music Month? If you could create a Music Month playlist that tells the story of your life, what 3 songs must be on it?
Trouble Man by Marvin Gaye,
Ooh, nice.
Superstar by Luther Vandross,
Mhm.
Okay.
and Family Reunion by the OJs.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
And that's leaving out a whole lot because I didn't even mention Sade or Frankie
Ooh, ooh, with the Sade.
Yeah.
He's
Or
definitely
my favorite female singer of all time, Aretha Franklin.
okay.
Nothing against Whitney. Whitney was, there'll never be another Whitney Houston.
Yeah,
I
Whitney
grew up
did.
listening to that voice, Aretha Franklin, and it does something to me every time I listen to it.
Yeah, Riri was incredible.
I like when people call her Riri too.
You want to read that, Elise?
Betty Murray says we had 50 hip hop artists that come from our community of Edenwall. They were famous, and Seek came out of Edenwall, the first hip hop group from the Bronx to be on Radio City Music Hall stage. I'm not sure what all she's saying, but I know what she's saying is the fact that he was honored. Me and Chris coming out of Edenwall at that time projects, now where we are privately owned. And I think that she wants to get across that how he coming also from hip hop, how much we I don't want to use the word patronize, but supported the hip hop community. And she said, "Does Christopher Williams play instruments? I see him using his fingers a lot. And is he an instrumentalist also?"
Mm.
I play a little bass, but my instrument is this.
Your voice.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. That voice.
I have a acting question for you, Chris.
Okay.
So if you can share with us, after playing the part of Karine Anwar in the movie titled New Jack City, released in 1991, what can we expect to see from you years later out of the new movie, The Book of Queen?
Mm.
Well, he will be Kareem, but eventually his name will turn to Judah.
Okay.
I'm in Stan Lee's last film with Lee Baker, and I
Right.
play a cyborg. So this has been interesting for a guy my age because of the technology realm. And I'm working with a company called DigiLight, Lee Baker's company, and they have the kind of technology that now can turn $100 million film, and we can scale down and do it the same quality for $2 million.
Mhm.
I wrote something with a brother named Supreme, who did 30 years in prison, who has the same mindset, and that's my thing to help turn people's mindset and perspectives around. We
Mhm.
wrote a story called Alki Bulan, and I'm producing it and reshaping it. And Lee, the people from Marvel, and my partner JR and Omar and Kim Winston are going to produce this amazing story it's like Lord of the Rings meets Wakanda.
Mm.
And it's an interesting story about ancient black superheroes.
Mhm.
They're fact based. And when I sent Lee and JR the script, it took them 2 weeks. I thought they didn't like it, but they were literally fact checking everything, and they were like, "Where did you get this?"
Right.
So we're interested in doing things that stretch people's imagination and perspective. And I'm at that stage in my life. I often used to look at myself like, I'm too young, little Chris, because I live in awe of the masters that came before me. But I think now is my time to step up and not only be wise, be an adult, but exude the things that I believe in and understand that I am good enough. The understanding that I have of what I was created to do and be is good enough, and that's what this chapter of my career will be.
We're gonna play Good Enough again because there's people that weren't here when we played it earlier. So let's cue that up real quick. Just give us a little more background on that title.
Well, actually, I'm gonna be honest. Good enough was something that Troy Taylor kind of said. No, you're not too old to sing this song. And I was like, you sure? Only because of the cadence. And but again, the GOAT was right. Got me in the studio. We did good enough, and I love the subject matter. It was just me coming out of, again, I wasn't moving as well, wasn't Chris as I am. But I'm getting stronger and faster and healing every day. And I was fortunate to go in the studio with Troy, and then once we heard it, we were like, we're putting this out. This is it.
Okay, let's cue that up real quick here. Get this volume up.
I want to share something so bad about the remix of Good Enough, but I don't want to get in trouble. I just mentioned
Oh wow, we would have had an exclusive. Are you kidding me?
Let me give it to you a little bit. I'm sure
Okay.
the sample is from Sherelle, The Things I Miss at Home, which is Jimmy
Mhm.
and Terry Lewis's. That's how our relationship came
Okay.
about. I just did Jam's birthday celebration at Sony Hall.
Right.
So we got a chance to talk musically and stuff like that. And we're going to create a remix that is going to be devastating. And we're praying to add some other girls from the Bronx, one from Brooklyn, and two from the Bronx. And they also have made a major resurgence. And there's two voices I've always wanted to hear together. Well, it'll be four voices, but the lead girl group we all love, and she's had amazing hits. It's not hard to tell who it is. I just can't say it, but I think we'll figure out. The sisters.
I'm going to try to figure that out. I can't wait to hear that.
SWV.
I won't say who I think it is. I won't say it.
It's SWV.
I was
That's what I
thinking
thought it
that.
was.
I was thinking.
I can't tell a lie.
Oh
I
my
can't.
God.
Every first here.
I was thinking that. Oh my God. I was saying Coco, he said the Bronx. I said, it's got to be SWV. It's got to be. Wow. I can't wait for that because I love
Taji's
them. They're
also an
it's
amazing
top
singer.
tier.
Taji's also an amazing singer from Brooklyn.
Yes, Taj is bad too. All
Yes,
of them, all
yes,
three of them,
yes.
all three of them bring something to the table. All right,
Right.
let's get it in
Be
good
blessed
enough,
with
like Christopher
everybody.
Lee.
Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa. Why we always arguing? Everything to do an argument. Swear we started out so innocent, and now you're telling me that I ain't shit. Everything was just all good. I thought that you understood. What's between us is between us. What about trust? Is that too much to ask of you? You make it so hard to make up. When we fuss, I just walk away. Oh yeah. Keep my guard up when it's tough, cause we're never on the same page. Already know what it is, I got my issues when I'm with you, girl. I know I come with baggage, that don't matter. I'm just trying to show you action, so I hope my best is good enough. I don't wanna lose your love. No, I ain't never giving up. Giving up on us, cause we could be crazy in love. And if push comes to shove, I hope that's good enough. We look so much better together. I thought we would be here forever. I spent all this time second guessing what we could have been, ain't no telling. Girl, ain't no question. My ride or die, you're my best friend. I can't have you out here stressing. So can we get past it? All this damage, hard to manage. Ooh, I hope my best is good enough. I don't wanna lose your love. No, I ain't never giving up. Giving up on us, cause we could be crazy in love. And if push comes to shove, I hope that's good enough. Oh, I hope my best is good enough. I don't wanna lose your love. No, I ain't never giving up. Giving up on us, cause we can be crazy in love. And if push comes to shove, I hope that's good enough. Good enough.
Yeah.
Wow,
Listen
I
to
love that.
Air
Oh my
Cookie.
gosh.
I listen
That's strong.
Bomb.
Forgive the short versions, but that's the world we're in today. Radio ain't playing that more than 3 minutes. Though. Barry White's Ecstasy would have had to be split in half.
I downloaded that for sure. I have that in my playlist already. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So that's good enough. It's available
Love it.
for you guys to download on all platforms, I believe, right? Should be
Yes.
on all platforms.
Yes.
Yeah, that song is smooth, classy, romantic, right on time. Like right on time.
The other thing that was troubling for me was the first time I ever said a curse word in the record. But Troy was like, listen, bro, this is the times we live in. It's not like it's out of context. When you're in a relationship that flips like that and it starts
Mhm.
listen, it does make you feel like crap. Or like that's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's like, think of it in terms of that and sing it like you mean it. And people don't. I thought I'd catch a lot more flack than I have. It's been hardly anything.
No, that's nice.
I think they hear the soul and the passion of the song, and I
Mhm.
think the soul of it overrides that. You know,
That's what we were hoping.
the truth of the lyrics, and you can look at yourself. You know,
I can't wait for the
Your
world to hear
remix.
sides
Fire.
of middle school.
Yeah, you didn't got me excited about this remix. I know it's gonna be hot.
I have to be ballads that
right?
absolutely.
Question: who do you see in the younger generation? Who makes you happy from the younger generation in
Oh man,
today?
the girls are whooping ASS.
Mm.
So there's a lot of them. Her, Jasmine Sullivan.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yes,
There's a plethora of them. Kalani, Ellie Mae, the girls are
Yes.
Bonnie.
but there's, I'm a Chris Brown fan. I
Me
love
too.
his-
Me too.
He's a Chris. I feel like, and not taking it out of context of no disrespect to Chris or anybody who knows him. I just feel like that's my musical son.
I could see that.
But there is a
Me too.
beacon of light that has come upon the horizon, and his name is Avery Wilson.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm familiar
yes.
with
This
Avery.
man is anointed.
Yes.
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 And
Yes.
then in the gospel realm, Gene Moore, Pastor Jason Nelson,
Mhm.
obviously Jonathan McReynolds. I listen to a lot of different formats of music. Will's daughter, Willow, makes me
Oh
happy.
yeah.
Oh my
I'm a
gosh.
fan of
Yeah.
Willow. I'm a
Willow
fan of
makes
Willow.
me happy. Yeah, she's
You
phenomenal.
bet.
So love Willow.
She's
Yeah.
a true rock star and a real musician, real
Yes, she is.
talented.
Don't
She
sleep
was-
on Willow.
Oh,
I was gonna
She's,
go check her out.
she's Gina and Will's child.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
think about that. Not,
Them.
look, I understand they're both superstars and icons in the business, but Willow's going to carve out her own musical path.
And she is definitely doing that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's a lot of girls. Leanne LaHavis. Like I said, there's just girls with music. It's crazy. Ellie Mae.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, they're all gifted. I'm working with a young singer out of Baltimore named Shakira. I'm hoping
Yay, Shakira.
they come mark next year, so we're gonna put some music out on her. So again, I think music is in great hands. I think the thing for the
Yeah.
people of our generation is to not keep secrets and pass information.
Mm.
To make sure that they can have ownership and understand not just the show but the business. And I think that's happening. Man, these girls are amazing out here. Amazing. Tim's, I mean, it's just all around the board. There's a lot of light. And I know that a lot of times we go on you hear these interviews with people from my generation, and like, well, I don't understand it. Well, you're not listening, unfortunately, because music is in good hands. I also think that after seeing the resurgence of Charlie Wilson, I just think the possibilities for the icons are endless. And sometimes it just doesn't come in the form of making a record. I think that the music and the trees and roots that have been put down by people like the OJs and Ron Isley and all these other different people, Renita Baker, Stephanie Mills, we're seeing
Yes.
I'm gonna get her flowers, so deserved. We're seeing a tour with Gladys Patty, Stephanie, and
Chaka Khan.
Yep. So
going out everywhere, and they deserve it because again, that body of music, it takes a lifetime to achieve what they've done. It's good to see that it's being appreciated, especially for Stephanie, because Stephanie gave my first real shot on the stage. The Image Awards 1990, when I told Stephanie to sit on my lap, and she shook me over and said, "These great big old hands have made my career." Out on the
now
road.
I want to ask you, how do you want people to feel when they say your name years from now?
They probably won't remember Christopher Williams. They're going to remember Judah. My purpose is my platform is music, but my purpose is something different.
Okay.
We'll get to that, but it's called the Promised Land. But I got a lot of
Yes.
but they will remember Judah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, because Christopher was. I could see that being. Yeah.
They'll probably say he was a cool guy. I like some of his music. He was humble. He really treated his fans with respect. He tried to do the right thing most of the time. He was definitely a lion. But I think I'm hoping that they will sort of, this platform I'm going through now will transition into what's really important in my life. And that's the promised land. And that we all reach there. Not my promised land, but each of our promised land.
That's good.
And that means going back to Africa.
Or understanding that the Mississippi is actually the Nile River. Either or.
Betty says the story is beautiful in that song. Love it. You were born good enough, and we just forgot. His voice just rhythmic like floating over water. Wow, it just takes your heart.
He's biased. That's like my mom.
She telling the truth. Elise, you got to get Chris here at the Blue Note Jazz or Blue Jazz Note. You got to get him here. I mean,
Went to
at
play
least
LA.
I can
Yeah.
see it's a small, venue, 200-300. He could do 2 to 3 nights. Look, I'm booking him already. Look, he can do 2 to 3 nights
We're
here.
gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done.
That'd be
Please,
crazy. That'd be
please.
crazy.
We gotta play Phoenix, San Diego,
Yeah,
LA, so many other markets we
I
haven't
can see
Right.
him.
touched. Trust me, we're coming.
San Diego.
I said I
We
can
gonna
definitely
all
see it.
claim that right now.
Get it right. San Diego.
We are claiming it right now. We are
San
claiming it.
Diego.
You queens got any more questions? I know Chris has a.
Yeah.
I do.
Go
I
ahead,
do.
Queen.
Would you sing that lullaby that you sang for that baby? Could you lull us? Could you just lull
Yeah,
us?
I'm waiting.
Do
I'm waiting.
Okay, let's see if I can remember what I sang. It was a Luther joint, but I'm trying to remember which Luther joint it was. A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when I climb the stairs and turn the key. Oh, please be there, saying that you're still in love with me. Yeah, I think that's how
Yes.
it's.
Yes.
Yeah, Mom.
Oh my gosh,
Screaming.
That's how
Yes.
it started. And then my son went to work.
I love it.
Did you get to work after that?
That present. Oh, that was good.
Oh man, this was great.
This was great.
This
I am
was-
so thankful for Elise.
True, I had a lot of fun. They was trying to keep us off, but we got through.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. I was not letting go. I was like, we're gonna stay here until Chris come on here. I don't care if it's gonna be 8:00 at night. I know he could leave and come back. We're gonna fix this.
Just so y'all know, men's health. I'm getting ready to go get my infrared sauna. I got cryo and
Ooh,
hyperbaric
nice.
spray, personal care. Take care of yourself, people. Please.
All righty.
That was
we
the
are-
next
we are
question. I'm
precious
glad.
life. We are precious life, all of us, and we're all good enough.
Thank you.
I just
Well, we
want
thank you so much, Chris, for taking time out your day, for sharing your voice, your story, your wisdom, your journey, and your heart with us today.
Thank you.
Man, we are so privileged and happy.
That's
Like
my
you didn't,
beloved. She knows that.
you done took us to a whole another level here on Queens in the Morning. So we appreciate
Yes.
you.
Absolutely.
Really want to just thank you for your music, your legacy, and your healing words that you put on us today. So
I
thank you
think
so
guys,
much.
it's beautiful to see 4 Queens doing it together. Big shout to my brother Jay King. my
Oh
dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
We love you. We love you.
we
so
definitely love you.
At least I'll be talking to you in 20 minutes.
At least San Diego. San Diego.
San
Bye,
Diego.
Chris. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. Anytime.
Thank you. Thank you. You guys heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
Queens in the morning.
Williams was in the building.
Yes, he
The
was.
R&B gentleman, Christopher Williams. Oh my God. I'm just grateful that he gave us this exclusive interview. He took out the time and he gave us more time, sisters.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. I'm
did.
so appreciative of
And
him.
he didn't get frustrated and he hung
No,
on and he stayed and he texted, I'm trying to get in. How do we do this?
I
I
love that.
Thank him for taking out his time. I
Yeah.
thank him for sharing his rebirth and all his upcoming projects, and just spending that time with us. I'm just grateful. It's not about me. It's about what God is doing with
That's
him
right.
and what he's doing with us and this
Mhm.
show.
Amazing.
He's
Yes,
expressing us,
absolutely.
using all of us mightily. So I'm just, thank you, Chris. God bless you.
Yeah, Chris is he's so kind. His
Yes,
heart
he
is so kind.
He's
Mhm.
soothing,
Oh,
very soothing.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
he is soothing. I feel very relaxed.
Yes,
Yeah.
right? It's very
I'm
soothing.
not gonna lie, I was nervous coming in, but he totally relaxed me, especially when all the
Right.
stuff was happening. I really was like getting nervous, but I said, you know what, we're gonna get through it. Empress Betty Murray said, "Thank you, Queens, and thank you, Christopher. What a great show! I'm going to give you a Tony Award for this show. Thank you, thank you, Empress. We appreciate you for always showing up." And Lori Downs is in the building. Thank you, Lori, for showing up. Mr. Williams, you are authentic. Thank you so much. Yes, he is. He is one of those ones that is still out there. Like I said, his voice still,
Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
still pristine.
it's amazing.
So
How he took the time out to journey his whole entire career. We didn't even get the opportunity to ask all the questions we wanted to ask us. He covered it.
we got part 2, honey. Whenever he's available, we could bring Chris on. He could be our king in the morning over here. We don't care.
But he covered it.
He
He covered it.
He covered, yeah.
He covered it.
Yeah.
What a special treat today. And he
Yeah.
stayed. And he stayed. And
Yes, he did. He stayed. Hey, Shirley Shepherd, thank you for tuning in. She says she loved his voice. Yes.
God is good. God is good.
So,
Enemy
We
was
gonna-
busy trying to stop us, right?
mhm.
Right.
An amazing show. It's up for a Tony Award.
We appreciated all of it, y'all. We're going to get up out of here. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys back here on Wednesday. But don't forget tonight, you guys, check me and Sean Rafer out because we are coming in with Honey Hush, of course, at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time over here on the West Coast and 9 p.m. I'm trying to get our flyer up here, you guys. But yeah, check us out. And it's a trip because Chris touched on how men can be vulnerable and they can cry. And that is our topic tonight on Honey Hush. We are going to be talking about men. There you go. Oh, why is it not showing right?
It's showing, but it's covering up.
Yeah, it's covered up. I put it in the wrong place, but I got another one. Here it is.
Okay.
There
There it
you
is.
go. When a man cries, he thinks twice about doing it, you guys, because men always feel like if they open up and be vulnerable with their women or their wife, woman, partner, that we use it against them. And I'm not gonna lie, it is true. It is true in some cases. So
My case isn't. My case, he will cry and, Simi, he's just real about his.
Yeah.
He cries.
Well, come on tonight.
I'll be there, babe.
Come on
I will
tonight
be
and talk
there.
about it because that is true. I'm one of the ones that I don't like to use nothing against anyone. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say against anyone, but my man, and he's being very open to me, and I don't want to use that against him, even if he hurts me in the relationship. I don't want to go in and try to hurt him. But we're gonna talk about tonight. You guys come on in. It's gonna be here, the same back channel. So on the JK Network, we appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys back here on Wednesday. Thank you, Elise. I love you so much.
Ladies.
Thank you.
Bye, Queens.
Bye, Queen.
Bye.
Thank you, Queens, you guys. Let me get our music up. I'm still just on a high right now.
Real giddy, huh? Real
I'm
giddy.
still getting over it, Chris.
Well,
being over
listen, they heard that new single here first. Gentlemen, they
Yeah,
heard it first.
yeah, we
Right?
did. We
Queens
got
in
the
morning,
exclusive.
so
We had
we
the
got
exclusive, you
exclusive
guys.
about the movie, the Aqua.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. I got so much music on this board. That's why I'm looking for it, though. All right, here we go. Oh wow.
King Network.